No one was prepared for this. Information has leaked that is completely insane. The world's biggest corporation, Blackrock, is very interested in XRP Ripple. Additionally, there are allegations that they plan to purchase $9 trillion worth of XRP Ripple currency. According to experts, this might push XRP to $1,000 or higher. Quite awesome, isn't it? Let's work things out gradually. This video will wow you. Immediately, let's get started. Disclaimer. Recently, there has been a lot of activity in the XRP community as a result of audacious tweets that have stoked conjecture. According to one from Crypto Geek, JP Morgan and BlackRock are purchasing XRP. Ant's other tweet, which claimed that BlackRock would purchase $9 trillion worth of XRP in 2025, went viral. Although many holders find these comments interesting, they are not supported by any factual facts. In actuality, there isn't any hard proof that BlackRock is purchasing XRP at this time or intends to. With more than $9 trillion in assets under management, BlackRock is the biggest asset manager in the world and has undoubtedly entered the cryptocurrency space. However, its concentration on Ethereum and Bitcoin is evident. Under the ticker IBIT, the company has already introduced a Bitcoin ETF that has attracted a lot of institutional interest. Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, has called Bitcoin a flight to quality assets, even implying that its future worth might surpass $700,000. Ethereum is gaining traction in the ETF market as well. However, XRP. In these conversations, it hasn't even been brought up. As of right now, there are no public declarations, SEC filings, or regulatory proposals from BlackRock indicating the development of an XRP ETF. The ETF subsidiary of BlackRock has actually said that it does not currently have any intentions to incorporate cryptocurrencies. Simply put, XRP is not now a part of their strategy. We must first examine what an ETF is in order to comprehend why it would be significant for XRP. Traditional investors can obtain exposure to a digital asset without having to purchase or own the cryptocurrency themselves by using an exchange-traded fund, or ETF. Through regulated channels, it invites large-scale institutional money to pour in, streamlines access, and lowers technical barriers. The introduction of an ETF would indicate widespread acceptance for XRP, which already has a robust community and use case in cross-border payments. This might have a big impact on XRP's price and reputation. However, legal clarity remains a significant obstacle for XRP. The business that created XRP, Ripple, has been embroiled in a protracted and highly visible conflict with the SEC. Although Ripple has benefited from some aspects of the case, the legal haze hasn't entirely cleared. Additionally, businesses like BlackRock are probably going to avoid it until it does. Assets that are completely compliant and institution-ready form the foundation of their crypto strategy. Ethereum and Bitcoin have surpassed that threshold. XRP hasn't. Not formally, anyway. Some proponents of XRP claim that BlackRock may be investigating tokenized asset trials or blockchain platforms that may covertly use Ripple technology. However, the company has not verified any of these claims. No collaborations, no filings, and no documentation establish a significant connection between BlackRock and XRP. What does this leave us with then? Although many investors may consider the prospect of an XRP ETF supported by BlackRock to be ideal, it is still only that. A fantasy. With a fervent community and a compelling value case, XRP is still a marginal player in institutional finance for the time being. But without the governmental approval that would allow Wall Street behemoths to safely invest in it, XRP will not be included in BlackRock's strategy until that clarification is obtained. The facts remain silent despite the heated speculation. And just when you think that's where the story ends, reconsider. Because insiders and crypto professionals aren't keeping quiet. Though they may seem improbable given BlackRock's increasing influence in the cryptocurrency space, their forecasts for XRP's future are supported by more than just excitement. I promise you that what they have to say could fundamentally alter your perspective on XRP's next course of action. It's not simply the recent market surge that has the XRP community buzzing with new life. Posts with audacious claims are proliferating on social media. Money is coming, Elsa says. Jack the Rippler warns of an impending XRP storm. Steph goes one step further and asserts that your XRP is set to reach double digits this year, while Kenny Nguyen asserts that XRP is awake. Everything is a part of the strategy. These tweets aren't only optimistic. They are indicative of a change in perception in the cryptocurrency space, where XRP is no longer viewed as merely another altcoin. It is being positioned as a giant in slumber, poised to awaken. Recent forecasts from analysts who are strengthening their conviction in XRP's explosive potential have added to this air of anticipation. Barry, a market analyst, stunned everyone by predicting that XRP might soar to $100 by the end of 2025, a startling increase from its present value. Barry continued after that. According to him, $100 would only be the middle price, with XRP rising to $1,000 by 2026 or 2027. Despite their extreme optimism, these forecasts have sparked a heated discussion among analysts, traders, and regular investors. In just a few short years, could XRP really soar to such heights? The figures are intimidating. The market value of XRP would have to reach roughly $6 trillion, which is greater than the GDP of practically every nation on the planet, in order to reach $100. The current value of the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem is almost doubled by that kind of market capitalization. Critics contend that this is deceptive in addition to being unrealistic. While some analysts warn against establishing goals without taking into account the essential fundamentals, others, like Rajat Soni, have flatly rejected the prognosis as hype-driven fiction. The hope hasn't diminished either. $100 isn't unthinkable, according to even more conservative analysts like Linda Jones, though she thinks it's improbable in the near future. Depending on worldwide cryptocurrency growth, legislative clarity, and practical utility, some analysts, such as Matthew Brannon from CryptoCharged and analysts from Telegon and Changelly, predict the milestone might be reached by the mid-2030s. And XRP has a distinct edge in that regard. XRP has consistently been designed for a purpose bigger than speculation, in contrast to many other digital assets. Its primary value is utility, which includes reducing friction, expediting cross-border payments, and collaborating with financial institutions to enhance international money transfers. Despite market turbulence and regulatory conflicts, that utility endures. Furthermore, it's not out of the question that XRP will play a key role in the financial industry of the future, given Ripple's expanding list of alliances and expansion initiatives. There isn't currently an official XRP ETF, and Blackrock hasn't publicly stated that it will sponsor one or filed any paperwork. What is evident, though, is that the price is rising, the enthusiasm is growing once more, and there is more faith in XRP's future than there has been in years. It's unclear if it will hit $10, $100, or higher. The asset is definitely not sleeping anymore, though. According to the community, XRP is active. And if all goes according to plan, the upcoming chapter might be among the most amazing tales in the history of cryptocurrency. Of course, it is impossible to overlook the significant alliances that Ripple has been subtly forming. In the background, Ripple is partnering with some of the world's largest financial institutions. Ripple is changing the norms of international finance while everyone is